So the conclusion I didn't reach in my last video is that a psalm is a prayer. And how is that? Because sola is what they were translating it to, right? Like some Theodosian. And what is sola? Sola? It's prayer. And it's that important of a word in Arabic, trust me. So when this says Symmachus, thank you for calling him Symmachus, dude. Symmachus is Eusebius. Eusebius wrote the church history. I have Eusebius's church history. I didn't know it was Symmachus. And they translate it as Salah. And you can change the Hebrew all you want, but Salah is prayer. And you will never, ever doubt that Salah is prayer because it is freaking prayer. So is a psalm a prayer and not a song? Because, but like, is it a prayer? I think it's a poem, like a verse, like, but what is a prayer then? Now we're confused because a prayer, according to Origen, is two different things. One is like a request for God, like it's like saying, hey, this to God, and like you're like it's like you're pleading to God. It's not necessarily like, let me tell you about my day, God. I think you want to listen to me. I know you're omniscient, so like you're omniscient. Like you really do want to listen to me, right, God? Origen says that God might not want to listen to you. He kind of says that, like he's kind of like that. So in the Greek, when we're talking about like the word for prayer, which I can't remember right now, but I looked it up before and I talked about it in my John commentary. We're talking about praising God, but also praying to God. But Origen clearly thinks that prayer is more like pleading to God, like, and he thinks that like pleading to God as a group is probably a better idea than pleading alone almost, because like he talks about how like the Pharaoh asked Moses to pray for him to his God. Like, can you pray to God? Like, it's when you talk to God. So when we got into like the sex stuff with the Septuagint, was that in Psalms where like he's talking about like, I want in your ass, like I want in your pussy, like I think I want my I think he says I want my dick sucked, because he says I want my sucks. He says you want my sucks, but like he says like he said a lot of things. He says, I want my food, which might be like literal food, but it might mean I want to eat your pussy. Like it might like, I want, because my food is, yeah. Because we didn't do possessive in that back, like this language doesn't do my food. They do, it would be food tea. But clearly, like if you're doing my in this language, you're going to be like food mu if you're doing Greek. But like what I'm seeing is like they're doing like Egyptian word, and then they're adding a Greek thing to change to like show like possession of that item. So my point is, I think that a psalm is a prayer like that you write to God. Like it's like a poem written to God. It might be music, so there might be musical interlude. But if it's translated Salah, and then the Arabs are going, no, that's the word for rock, but the Hebrews, the Jewish people, they're going, that's the word for rock actually, and it's going to be the word for this. No, it's definitely not prayer. We have to figure out what this means in this part of the Bible. So a diasalma like might be like something, the dia, the Egyptian word might be connected to a previous word, or it might be D, which is Egypt, and then would be a salma, which I don't know how, like, or it would be it would probably be a psalm, an Egyptian psalm is my guess, like when it's saying diasalma. So yeah, that's our lesson of the day. Is a psalm is a prayer that is a request to God, like it's like begging God almost.